sing the song.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and if you're tuning here for the first time, I'm Jocelyn Binwi and I'm a content creator based in Rwanda, Cameroon. And in today's video guys, we are going to be talking about the most profitable goods that if you can import into Africa and it will sell real quick. Yeah, so if you're an African abroad and you've been thinking of what kind of business you're going to do, what kind of things you can import into Africa and it's going to sell real quick, such that you can get your own profit, such that you can invest, and such that you can also help help the unemployment situation that is so rampant in Africa. Yeah, because if you start up a business in Africa, the tendency is that you're going to employ some 1 or 2 persons who are going to be earning a living from your business also. Yeah, so if you've been thinking about all of these and you've been wondering and thinking what you can bring in that is going to sell real quick, I'm here to give you the solution for free. Yeah, for free. So if you're interested in a video like this, just stay tuned and watch till the end. The first thing we're going to be talking about is office equipment and office accessories. You guys, if you're an African out there and you've really been thinking of what business to start up in Africa that is going to sell real quick, and where you're going to see your profit, you should start up an office equipment or office accessory business. What are we talking about when we say office equipment and office accessories? We're talking about computers, we are talking about office furniture, we are talking about printers, we are talking about scanners, we are talking about photocopiers, we are talking about printing ink, we are talking about papers. You guys, like anything that is office related, anything that an office needs to function, once you import this into Africa, it's going to sell real quick, like in any African country, and specifically for Cameroon where I live. Yeah, I've seen people who do this kind of business, they sell real well and the business goes well, because offices, they work throughout and they always need stuff, they need stuff to function. Yeah, I work in an office and I see how much we buy, how much money we spend to buy all these items I have listed. So if you're an African out there and you invest in this kind of business, you're going to make a lot of profit. Yeah, that being said, we move to the second group of things you can import into Africa and it's going to sell real quick. Medical equipment, that's hospital equipment, anything that is medically related, like microscopes, like scanning machines, the scanners that we use in the hospital, like anything like medications, drugs, medications that we use in hospitals, pharmaceutical products in general. Yeah, and a lot, in fact anything that we use in the hospital, and even chemicals. You know, these chemicals that we use in the lab, there are chemicals that they use in the lab to do tests on patients and stuff like that, and even some of the laboratory equipments like test tubes and all of those small things. You guys, if you import those any medical equipment into Africa, it's going to sell real quick and fast. I know of somebody who is doing this. The person is importing it and supplying it for hospitals. If you really do your findings well and you invest in a business like this, you're going to make a lot of profit. And you even see some of these health supplements, they are not very common in Africa that we need, like those ones that pregnant women usually take. There are also some supplements for kids and some for people who are of age, like from 60 and above. Yeah, there are some supplements that they do take that we don't really have them. It's not really common in Africa. So if you're able to import stuff like that, it's going to sell real quick and you're going to make your profit fast. And the third group of things we are going to be talking about, guys, is a little bit related to the medical stuff, as school laboratory equipment. Yeah, school laboratory equipment. You know, all these burners that they use in the chemistry lab and even in the biology lab, all those things that they use in operating the animals in the biology lab in schools, and even chemicals. We have different chemicals like sodium, hydrochloric acid, and all those things that they use, and even these test tubes, burners, and all of that. I think I've already talked about that they use in the chemistry and in the biology lab. Yeah, guys, if you import things like that, you're going to sell it also real quick. I know somebody who is doing it and the person is making a lot of money. You guys, making a lot of profit. You just need to do your findings and set up your business and you're good to go. Though I know in Africa we also have a lot of taxes and stuff like that. Yeah, but those school equipment, school laboratory equipments sell real fast, because you see that especially now that they are writing the GCE, you see that some students are going to be doing practicals and stuff like that, and they are going to be needing all of that. Yeah. So school laboratory equipment, they sell real fast. And the next group of things that you can import into Cameroon and they are going to sell real quick, you guys, are construction equipment, like construction machines, building and construction machines, and their accessories. Yeah, let me say so. Because when we are talking about building and construction machines and accessories, like we have the brick machine that is used to make bricks real fast rather than the manual one that we normally use in Africa. And we also have tiles. There are people who want imported tiles, that's very good quality tiles that they can buy. There is also paint. You can also import paint. There are so many other building materials, you guys. And yeah, and even steel. There are people who also want imported steel for their homes. Yeah, and people who build their companies and stuff like that, they want real authentic things like that. So you can also import that into Africa and you're going to make a lot of profit, and it's going to sell real quick, trust me. The next group of things we're talking about, guys, and baby stuff. You see all these baby accessories, whether it's newborn, whether it's for older babies and stuff like that. Under this you have diapers, you have wipes, you have clothes, you have shoes, you have these baby accessories like bouncers, beds, swings, and all of that, and even this pram. Yeah, these baby prams, everything, feeding bottles, everything, all baby accessories. If you really invest in this kind of business, you import your things from where you are to Africa, you're going to sell real fast and you're going to make a lot of profit in a short while. You also have bicycles and toys. Yeah, kids toys. There are so many of us. You see that there are many people in Africa, there are many parents or families in Africa that they want good stuff for their kids, but because they cannot go to the shop to afford for the very original ones that are going to be so expensive, maybe they are not able to afford for it, they will prefer to come to the fairly used ones from abroad, and they are going to be able to afford that at a price that is okay for them. You know that sometimes even these Chinese things that they bring into Africa, sometimes some of them, they are even more expensive. For example, like diapers for my kids, I buy from Ndobo. It's a fairly used market here in Douala where they sell at very affordable prices. So I buy their diapers from Dobo, and they come from Europe, and those diapers, they absorb very well. But if I go down to the shop to buy the same quantity of diapers but a different brand, is going to be more expensive for me than the one I'm buying from Double. So you see that. And even for clothes, you guys, the kind of clothes that you get from the things that they have sent into Africa, that they have imported into Africa, you see that the prices are better than the ones that you get from the shop, and maybe you see that they have the same quality. So in order for such people to be able to consume, to be able to enjoy what they really want, if you start up a business like that, you're going to make a lot of profit, because those kind of people are going to buy a lot, and yeah, you're going to make your profit. The next thing we're going to talk about is electronics. Who doesn't know about electronics? This one is just a regular one. Electronics, we're talking about computers, we're talking about electronics and their accessories, you guys, like what they use alongside the electronics. Yeah, like we're talking about computers, we're talking about the mouse, we're talking about everything that we need. We're talking about a flash, we're talking about a hard drive, we're talking about telephones, mobile phones, whether they are fixed phones. Yeah, we're talking about kitchen electronics. We're talking about kitchen electronics, you guys. We're talking about the blender, we're talking about the AC, we're talking about the washing machine. You see that there are some people who really want stuff like this, but since they cannot afford the brand new one from the shop, once you import things like this, those kind of people are going to buy a lot. There are so many people who want to use stuff like that, but they are not able to afford for the very expensive brand new one from the shop. So they are going to get what has been fairly used abroad, and yeah, and they are good to go, and you're going to make your profit. The next thing we're talking about, guys, is adult fashion and accessories and their accessories. We are talking about clothes, we are talking about shoes. This one is just a normal thing. We're talking about even hair, you guys. We're talking about hair attachments, human hair, synthetic hair in any form. You're going to sell, because a lot of ladies put on wig caps now. If you bring human hair into Africa, you're going to sell it very fast, because a lot of people are going to buy to do wigs for their hair, because it eases your work and reduces your rate of going to the salon all the time. Yeah, and it saves a lot of money. So many people are interested in wig caps right now, and there are some people who want this branded stuff and they're not able to get the brand new one from the shop. So when you bring it, maybe import it into Africa, like fairly use something, the white man has not used it a lot, people are going to buy, you guys. Yeah, it really happens a lot. I'm here in Douala and I really see, and Douala is the economic capital of Cameroon, I really see how much those things sell. So if you're interested in a business like that, you can just go ahead and do it, because it's going to give you a lot of profit. And the next thing, you guys, we are going to be talking about cosmetics. You can also import cosmetics, rubbing oils, perfumes, and anything that is cosmetic related, makeup items, makeup accessories, and stuff like that. They sell a lot. So many ladies, you guys, ladies don't stop. They never stop doing makeup, they never stop spraying perfumes. Not only ladies, men, everybody. Like anything that is cosmetic related, it makes a lot of money. You're going to, if you start a business like that, you're going to make a lot of profit, trust me. The next group of things we're going to be talking about, guys, is home decor, home and events decor. There are so many things. Like what are we talking about here? We're talking about flowers for decorations, we're talking about indoor decorations, event decorations, like good cloth, good flowers, original flowers, and these vessels, these beautiful vessels that they use in decoration, and anything that is related to decoration, you guys. Whether it's home, we're talking about cushions, and we're even talking about house furniture. There are some people who love the imported house furniture. You see that there are some chairs, like these queen chairs. When you go to Ndobo, you see that these creatures, they sell real fast, because people trust the quality that is coming from abroad. Yeah, and if you invest in a business like this, trust me, you're going to sell real fast. And the last thing we're going to be talking about, guys, are spare parts. You see, spare parts. When we talk about spare parts for anything, whether it's a car, whether it's a machine, or whether it's what, anything spare parts, it sells a lot. I don't even need to emphasize on this, it sells a lot. We are talking about tires, those tires that they import. People love to buy tires, imported tires for their vehicles. People love even vehicles, motor spare parts, all kind of spare parts, even for machines. There are times that stuff get bad in your house and you go and you need something else, you need a particular part for it to be replaced so that it can function well. So if you import spare parts like that, you're going to make a lot of money and you're going to make a lot of profit. I know that some of these businesses that I've listed out, they require a lot of profit. There are some people who can also decide like to get in contact with somebody who brings in container into Africa. Once that person brings in their container, you just go there and then you buy your stuff directly from there and sell. And there are some people that they give orders for their stuff right when the person is still shopping abroad, so that the person can shop for them and then put it in the container, and then they pay for everything, like for the clearance at the port and everything. And there are also some people that they buy only a space in the container, and it's the owner of the container who does the clearance and everything, and you only have to pay for that your space that you have bought. And then when the things come, the person who is working with you here can always remove the things and sell, and yeah, you're going to make your profit. But make sure that you get somebody that you really trust. Make sure that you do your business with somebody that you trust, with somebody that you believe that is going to work well with you. Because trust me, if you don't do your business with the right person, you're going to end up maybe losing your capital and stuff like that, and we don't want to find ourselves in such situations. And you guys, before starting up a business like this, make sure you first of all assess your market. Make sure that it is something like these things that I've listed that people are really in need of in Africa. Don't go and bring something that people are not going to buy. And another thing, I would have even said this at the start of the video, because there are some people that maybe they are not going to watch up to this point. If you're starting a business like this, like let me say if you want to start like a fairly used business, you guys, make sure that you buy things that are good. Make sure that you buy things that are still in good shape, things that are still clean. Don't go and bring those dirty. Sometimes when some people are uploading containers, my god, I look at it and ask that, is this trash that these people just decided to pack into these containers and come to Africa? Also know that for us who are in Africa right now, right, we have a lot of choice. We have There is so many beautiful things. We are not going to go again to be buying some kind of ugly things. When you're making your choices, make sure that you select very beautiful stuff, things that are still clean, things that are not already bad, things that are not too old, that are not looking so tattered. So if you bring things that are still clean, things that are still nice, I have somebody who imports very good stuff that when you're buying, sometimes you don't even have the feeling that it's fairly used. It still looks brand new. So make sure that you import stuff that are still looking good, and you're going to sell real quick. So guys, I would like to say these things I've listed out, maybe it is not really highly needed in some African countries, but I know in most it is highly needed. If you're watching from a different African country, just let me know some of the things that is highly needed in your country and I haven't listed it in this video. Just help me write it down in the comment section, because trust me, there are some people who just come to read comments, you guys, and learn. So it is going to help them. Yeah, it is going to help so many people know what really sells in a particular African country real quick. So that being said, if you watch up to this point, thank you so much. And if you haven't yet subscribed, do me well to hit the subscribe button, turn on your notification bell, so that once any new video comes in, you get a notification and you watch. Thank you, and see you guys in my next one. Bye bye.